Start recording. Now, hopefully I can get the link here. It's not showing up yet. Come on.
All right, we are live.
All right, I'm still waiting for it to show up here so I can get the link. All right, there it is. Oh, that's a cool image there. Donald and what's his name? All right.
Stitch, Sully, I don't know who's in there, but yeah, we have a few of them.
All right. I'm just trying to do a sound check here and this.
Yeah, do this.
Do a sound check here.
Yeah, do this.
All right. It sounds like we're both equally matched. Let's go back to Discord. Let's go to how you say men arm. I don't know.
Männerabend, yeah.
I'm armed. That's
Männerabend, yeah.
Yes, that's how it looks. But when you say it fast, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right, I'm trying to paste this link and it's not letting me into. I was clicking the wrong button.
Okay.
I'm on my other computer. Remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to mess up the stream.
To keep on building. No.
All right, so there's that. I don't know if I can get X on the other computer. I don't think I can.
That's all right.
Whatever. What episode are we on? 9?
Episode 9. Would you like to do the introduction this time?
Welcome, everybody, to the Bat and the Lion podcast. We are in episode 9. How is everybody? Well, okay, not everybody's in yet, but we just shadow drop this every Saturday around this time, Central Time, because I'm in Texas. About 3:37. You're gonna have to do the math because let's see, Eastern Time, which is I think is the most common in the States. I don't know why. Eastern is it would be 4:30. But anyway, what time is it over in Germany, Leon?
10:30. 10:30.
That's a real trooper, guys. He stays up late at night to bring you content.
Just for the Bat and the Lion, and obviously all of you guys, as we really enjoy doing this podcast. I mean, episode 9. Wow. That's incredible, man. I didn't expect that we would actually make 9 episodes.
Oh,
did you?
Would you think that I would be like turn into a bat and fly away? Just fly away.
Oh man. No, I'm glad that we have this podcast. And for today's episode, it's always kind of like a thing. After an episode, we always prepare the next episode. And for this one, we came up with another new idea because it's just the 9th episode. And this idea is to share some of our Toybox concepts and Toybox ideas. So what do I mean by this? Sometimes you think about a Toybox. You got this wild idea. Hey, how about Toybox XYZ? But maybe you haven't built it so far because you got other projects. Maybe you weren't actually able to build it in the Toybox because of other reasons. I don't know. But we came together, collected all of our ideas, and today we would like to present them in a short way to all of you. And maybe there's a good idea for you, and you will actually turn this idea into reality, into a Toybox, and share it with the community so that others can play it as well as we. So, Brown Bat.
Yes.
Are there any ideas that you have in your wild mind? I mean, you created so many toy boxes over the last few years, but are there still some ideas left that you haven't built?
There's a whole list here, and not everything's included because I thought of some more. After the list.
Oh.
And there's no way that I would be able to do all of these justice. And what I mean by that is to make an entire
I
toy
see.
box.
Yeah,
And so I look at myself more of as a creator. Some people, oh, a modder, blah, blah, blah. But I'm both. I teeter both worlds. But as far as
yeah.
complete toy boxes by myself, I've made two. Two.
What? No way.
Yeah. Unless you
Two.
can think of
How's
something I'm
that?
missing. I made the first the Star Wars one that was cringe from Disney Infinity 2.0, which I posted on the site. I said, "This is cringe. Don't watch it." And then the second one was
Okay.
A New Hope with 3.0 that had the massive Star Wars Death Star. I'm sorry, it had the massive Death Star build. So that
Yeah, I remember this one. And what about the other toy boxes?
they were
They
just
don't count somehow?
they had no missions. They were just
Ah,
see
okay.
what
But
I
what
mean the
about
difference.
Endgame? What about Endgame?
I said by myself.
What about
I
Endgame?
was part of a group.
Ah, by yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Part of a group. I see. You're kind of hard to yourself. Be honest. Yeah.
So, but that's why I say,
Oh, man.
it's one thing. Like I'm playing in the background. You see here, you see
Yeah.
the Castlevania build, which I want to make this a full storyline, and you could use it for multiple stories. But I haven't done that yet because I started making
I
other
see.
things, and I have all these other things in my
And it looks
mind.
phenomenal.
Yeah, and
It looks phenomenal.
this is a build from uh before. Well, it's an older one. It's been updated since then, as you can see with the if you watch my videos, you know some of the buildings
Yeah.
have changed in the mods, so they're no longer like that, and just. But yeah, it's all ready to start putting people in and start making missions and quests. But that's the tedious part. It's putting all the
I
logic in.
see.
But this,
Yeah, that can be tough. That can be tough, especially with that size of a toy box.
yeah, even small ones, even small toy boxes, they're just doing Endgame. Not to keep up, not to keep bringing up Endgame, but that was a lot. It was a lot.
I agree.
Oh, you look at this. See
I
how slow
agree.
that's
Yeah.
moving right there?
Yes.
That's what happens when you exceed the limit.
Oh man.
The vehicle doesn't even move. Oh boy. But yeah, so whenever you're ready, we'll get into the list. Whenever you want to.
All right. All right. I think you have so many on your list. I just have compared to you a few,
Yeah.
but I would say we go through it with the ping pong principle.
Okay.
You start with one, I answer with one, and so on. Yeah, we talk about it. What do we think about each one? What kind of ideas we maybe also had, or just if we had an overall idea of a concept, of
Right.
the theme. So I would say the bet starts.
All right. The first one I have on my list is The Black Hole. It was a movie from the 80s.
From the movie.
And I remember when I first mentioned that to you, I had to explain it to you, what the black hole was. So it was a Disney movie from the early 80s. It was before Tron. And it didn't do too hot in the box office for some reason. But, Star Wars was the golden boy. If you weren't Star Wars, you didn't fare too well in the box. It's the storyline behind Star Wars and stuff like that. I guess it just made it really good. But Black Hole, for what it is and when it was made, and considering who made it, it was really good. It was scary for a kid because of the end boss or the big bad, the Maximilian, and the depiction of
Mm-hmm.
how they depicted. I don't know how you say it. When you uh, express specific beliefs, but don't come right out and say it. It was a very strong
Mm-hmm.
depiction of heaven and hell and a sci-fi type thing, and the bad guy definitely went to hell in the end. This is a Disney movie, and how they depicted everything, and it was scary for a kid. But the thing is, it was sci-fi, so there's spaceships, so it wasn't, spaceships made it better, I guess. Plus, my mom got me the wallpaper, so my bedroom was lined with black hole
Oh, I
spaceships all
see.
over the place. So
Okay.
so my up until I don't know when I moved out the house, but through my teenage years, my young
Mm-hmm.
years, preteens and teenage years, uh, I was surrounded by the black hole environment or the art from it. It was pretty neat. But yeah,
Yeah.
Toybox. Now there's one character that is already in Disney Infinity, usable, and his name is Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
And Vincent is one of the robots.
Vincent.
Yes, and he's one of the townspeople
Yeah.
in the Toybox. And he was one of the
Isn't it a guy from? Yeah, I think I know who that is.
He's a
Yeah, I
robot.
think I know who
He
that is.
kind
Yeah.
of sort of looks like Wally.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, I
Vincent is
know
in
who
the
you
toy
mean. Yeah.
box. Yep. So there's already it's already started. Disney already gave us a head start with one
They want you to build it.
with one townsperson, but it can be done. And of course, you have to add your own twists and turns to it as anything, because it's a lot of dialogue as movies are. You
Mm-hmm.
have to put in boss fights, as there's really no boss fights in the movie. It's not. Would you consider it an action movie? There's blasters or ray guns, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not Star Wars. But
I see.
you can make it. You can make it. We can
It
make it.
sounds all right.
Somebody
It
can
sounds
make
all
it.
right. But do you think it is it is necessary to use the brown bat mod, or would you even suggest it?
No. We got people like Pringle, JKG, Papa H, um,
Mm.
Professor
Bowtie guy.
Professor Bowtie Guy, Professor Toybox.
Yeah.
Man, they make stuff. Oh, by the way, that ribbon right there. Hold on, let me pat. I'm not gonna rewind it. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can pull up another YouTube monitor here.
All good.
Movie player, hide. Yes. Yeah, so we can. I didn't think of this before, but yeah, when you just go and let's see, Vincent, Black Hole, Disney
Mm-hmm.
Infinity. Yeah, right here. So
I think I know this robot. I think I used that in my yes. I used him in my Fantastic Four toy box.
yeah, so if you
Yeah,
look,
I used him. Yeah, I know him. I just used him the other day in this toy box.
yeah, and if you, yeah,
Yeah, I just used him.
and then
I know who
and
that
then the
is.
broken one, I forget his name. That's another robot that was an older model. It's funny. I was
I see.
listening to the behind the scenes. The guy that made the model, they gave him the other robot, and
Mm-hmm.
he said something that needs to look worn, and it was made out of clay. So he took the model and just punched it and kicked it
I see.
in order to get the Bob. Oh, how do I forget that? How could I ever forget that? The older version, server busy. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, his name's Bob. Bob.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
never forget that again.
But this also explains. This NPC in Disney Infinity for
Yes.
most people.
Yes.
Because I guess nobody knew about him. But now they know that he exists in the game and why he's in the game. That's cool.
Right.
That's nice that he made it in the game. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Yeah, definitely someone could do this. Maybe someone will use your idea. That would be great. And this also brings me, because you just mentioned that this isn't Star Wars, but I obviously have a few Star Wars topics on my list
Right.
because, and this one is kind of, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how good it is. Star Wars Episode 9. Yeah, that was one of my ideas. Episode 9. This movie was so terrible. Not gonna lie. It was one of the worst movies that I've seen, that I watched. And but and this is the reason why I want someone to build a toy box for it. Because maybe someone could improve the toy box that it's actually good story. This was my thought, Someone would use the scenery or so, and then it would be better than the actual movie because I mean, maybe you liked the movie, that's cool. Yeah, I watched this movie in German twice, in English once, and even in Spanish, and I don't understand Spanish because I hoped that it would be better then. But it wasn't. It was still bad. So I hope that someone goes in there, uses maybe the Lego game, the Lego Skywalker Saga, I think. And there's so many planets, Exegol, for example. And these planets are by itself pretty cool. So maybe someone can recreate them, but tell the story in a good way. Because I guess there are so many fan videos out there how episode 9 should have been. So maybe someone could actually bring this to Toybox. Or, this is also a fact, the reason why I didn't like this movie was, their mission was just to collect something, go from A to B, and then again back, have a boss fight, and so on. So, like in a game, so maybe it's actually quite fun in the game. Because, it's just a bad movie, but the gameplay aspect would be good with all of these planets, and if you improve it. So, this was my thought back then. Maybe someone could do Star Wars Episode 9. And before that, maybe Star Wars Episode 8. A few scenes. Because we have nothing for Star Wars Episode 8. And I know that back then, I think Brombat maybe also heard about that, they wanted to do a playset for this.
Didn't 8 came out after Disney Infinity Disney fired all they stopped production. So I did not
but
hear.
I know that it was on the list. It was on their list to do something for Episode 8.
Okay.
A playset, The Last Jedi was on their list, as well as Cars 3, Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge, or so. Or Dead Man Tell No Tales. That was it.
Okay.
That's the title. That was on their list, because they knew, okay, these movies will come out and we will release playsets for it. So Star Wars Episode 8 was on the list. So maybe someone can actually write something for it.
And maybe, if they did a real one back in the day, maybe it would have been good, better than the movie. Because if you look at 7, I thought 7 as a movie was fine anyway. But Disney Infinity,
yeah, I agree.
It didn't spoil anything except the characters and maybe a Jakku and, some of the planets and whatnot. But as far as the storyline, it didn't follow the movie at all. I mean, it jumped around and then key points did not happen.
I mean, there's a simple reason. Why? Because they didn't get these information.
No, they gave the information to Traveler Tales. Or whoever makes Lego. Because Lego got it. Which I thought was weird. Lego, who's not...
Yeah, but not because they also said in interviews they didn't have these information, right. All of them.
That's why that was weird. A Disney company didn't get it, but a Warner Brothers company got it. I just thought that was weird. But it was fine. It was a fine toy box. really good visuals and everything like that. So all they had to do, it's like, they just make it doesn't follow anything except has number 8 and 9 tagged to it, so it can still be good and doesn't have to.
Yeah.
You can write it and do however you want. Just you have to find this and like how Han spoilers Han was snuffed out by his son in episode 7, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't happen in Disney Infinity. So
Yeah.
Disney Infinity, Han could still be alive in 8.
This is also the reason why you see him everywhere in the playset. Yeah, this explains it. Yes. Oh my goodness, yeah, this explains it. You're right, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh my goodness, yeah. Do you have any... I mean, let's continue with your list. Do you have any Star Wars toy boxes on your list?
Nope. Not one.
Okay, though. Wow. Okay. Okay. Then show us your next one,
All right.
Show us your next one.
The next one is Clash of the Titans, the 80s version.
Clash of the Titans. What is that?
1981. All right. So that is based on Greek mythology, but it's better than, I think, the mythology itself. But Perseus, I think he's the son of, well, actually, Perseus has shown up in different media in the last few years, but Perseus, I think, is the son of Zeus. And anyway, they don't explain that because if you get into Greek mythology, it's not for kids. I guess it was in Greece back then because they all were into it. But anyway, Perseus, you know what? I watched it when I was a kid. I don't know the entire point. I know he had to save the girl. They were sacrificing the girl for something. I don't know, and I don't care. It was awesome. He had to fight. He had to get this. He gets a sword. He gets a shield. He gets a cloak. Or a helmet. Turns him invisible. He had to kill Medusa, and this was the first rendition of Medusa with a snake tail. It was the first time they ever put a snake tail on her because she's a Gorgon, and Gorgons in lore don't typically have snake tails. They have snake hair. But the guy, Ray Harryhausen, that did all the puppets and the stop motion animation, he decided to give her a tail. So you can see over on the right here, so we can open a new tail.
Yeah.
Now this, it's a small image there. That was some scary stuff.
It's all right. I see it. Yeah.
That was some scary stuff.
It's all right.
That haunted my nightmares when I was growing up.
Yeah, maybe get rid of it
But
for our audience. Yeah.
My mom would be like, "You gotta stop watching that movie." Every time it was on, I'm watching it because it was awesome, right? So he had to cut her head off, and her gaze turns people into stone.
Okay.
So there's a mechanic. There's a mechanic that you could do in Disney Infinity. Maybe, when she's around, you can't get in the path or you turn into ice or something like that. But yeah, he had to, and then he had to use her gaze from her
I see
head.
something with Medusa.
Yeah, and he had this was the Kraken, a version of it, right? And he holds the head up and it turns the Kraken to stone and falls apart. But it was just that was just the some of the highlights. There's a bunch of other Pegasus, flying horses in it. There's a robot owl. There's a robot owl. A robot owl. It was in there. Bubo. I think his name was Bubo.
I'm quite excited about that.
That was an awesome movie. I'm sure Bowtie would love to do something like that. With all the elements of mythology in there.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah,
it's crazy, but I see why you like this idea. Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something for me, but yeah, maybe the Bowtie guy might do this for Halloween. Sounds alright. Yeah, seriously, why not? He could do that. Sure, I would send it over to you. No, that's a good idea. Okay, that's cool. Oh, seriously, that's a nice idea. You know, I also have something here that is, I think, nice. If you type it in, maybe you know this movie, We Bought a Zoo.
Huh? We bought a
You know
zoo?
this movie? We Bought a Zoo.
Never
You
heard of
know
it.
this movie, right?
Never heard of it.
Really? Okay, it's actually a true story that happened. The family bought a house. Yeah, it's available on Disney Plus. A wonderful movie. One of my favorite movies out there. You know, a family bought a house. A mother died earlier, and it's a true story. Yeah, so just that you know that nothing made up. And the only condition was if you buy this house, you get the zoo. So you also buy the zoo. This is why it's called We Bought a Zoo. And yeah, then he's there with his daughter and his son. Yeah, now he has to lead a zoo, but the zoo isn't even opened. It's closed because you have to do some renovations and so on, and take care of the animals, the tiger, the bear, and so on, to open the zoo again. And eventually, they were able to open the zoo again, and there was a happy ending. It was a great story. I loved, as I said multiple times, I really loved this movie, and I thought about recreating this. I know it isn't the most exciting toy box, maybe, but it's just a nice. It's a nice toy box that I have in my mind. You have all of the main locations in there. You have to take care of animals. You have to repair stuff, renovate stuff. Then a tester comes in there, has to approve it, and then you can actually open the zoo as a final mission or so. And just small details, for the people who watch the movie, they would understand everything in there. It's a different idea, but what do you think about it?
Like it would be something to look at.
I mean, it's weird. I know it sounds really weird, but it's just, I don't know. It's a nice movie. I liked it. And I was like, nothing bad happens. Nothing bad happens. So your job would just be, yeah, because there are also some farming toy boxes in Disney Infinity, and I thought about something similar, but this time with animals and also accidents that happened there. I don't know how to do it exactly with all the animals and the interactions. And this is the reason why it's not built. Why I haven't built it, but maybe someone else can figure this out. It's an idea.
Or just pitch the idea, give it to Lion THD, and he'll do it, right? Just give him the idea.
Obviously not. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on. You gotta suggest things that you're willing to help out in the build.
Oh man, I think I still have to publish a few toy boxes. I own the people that. So this is something. I still have to publish a lot of toy boxes, I think. So yeah, so that was my next suggestion.
Okay.
How was it going with your next one?
All right.
So let's continue with your next one.
Yeah, I want to add a new one to the list because for some
You
reason
can.
I was thinking about it when I made the list, but it didn't make the list. But then 2 days later, a trailer for the movie dropped. I'm like, oh, well, it's relevant now.
Okay, I see.
Yes.
We
He-Man
talked about that.
and the Masters of the Universe. All right, so I haven't seen the movie. Of course, the movie hasn't come out, but I've sure enough seen a lot of the cartoon growing up, the original 80s cartoon. I've seen a lot of it, and I don't think anybody would object to playing a decent toy box.
Okay. What is that about, the movie? Just a quick recap, because I have no clue.
What's the movie about, or what's the cartoon about?
Or the series, the cartoon. What is the overall theme,
so He-Man, originally it was just, all right, there's a barbarian that has a magic sword and he has to protect
Mhm.
the planet Eternia from the evil forces of Skeletor. Very simple, uh,
Okay.
cut and dry. But then as they fleshed it out little by little, He-Man is actually Prince Adam, who is the
Mhm.
son of the king of Eternia. And he has the sword. Nobody knows it's him except a couple people. The one that gifted him the sword, which was the sorceress who lives in Castle Grayskull. And
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm
it,
out, yeah.
it,
Too many details. So the story is a guy has a sword, he's strong, and
yeah, he doesn't have the powers until he holds the sword up in the sky and says, "By the power of
I see.
Grayskull, I have the power." And he turns his cat. They have talking animals in this planet, and he turns him to
Obviously.
Battle Cat. So Cringer is the name of
Mm.
his friend, his pet, and he is a scaredy cat. But when he gets the power of Grayskull, he turns into Battle Cat, a fierce and ferocious gray and yellow tiger with cool red
Mhm.
armor. But anyway, and they save the day in almost every episode. It's pretty much cut and dry. Nobody
Mhm.
can die. There was the law in America. Nobody could die in the cartoon.
Mhm.
Nobody could. Nobody could get stabbed with a sword. Um,
Yeah.
but we didn't care. We watched it anyway. We watched it anyway. And but it's pretty simple, very, very simple um,
Mhm.
synopsis. And of course, the movie they're adding more more things to keep people engaged. You know, but yeah, that's what we were like in the '80s. We watched things that there was like flashy things. They had weapons, but they would they would duel, but nobody would ever die. They'd come back the next episode and do the same thing over and over again. Man,
Yeah.
but
It's
there's
fine. Yeah, it's
and there's
fine.
Castle
If you
Grace.
liked it, you know.
But when you look at the things, if somebody could build Castle Grayskull or Snake Mountain, and I know it can be done, I think Castle Grayskull for me would be easy. But somebody building Snake Mountain, because you have to twist the snake around a mountain, and that's the lair of the bad guys. But anyway, I think that would be a great toy box, even just for
That
visuals, even if there's no quests.
that could be something for me. The idea, the challenge with a mountain
Yeah,
and a snake around sounds good.
let me
That
show you.
sounds
Have you ever
good.
seen a picture of it?
Obviously not. I
All
a
right.
minute ago I had no clue
Okay.
about the whole thing.
So there's the play set for the toy. Forget about that. This is pretty much what it
Mhm.
looked like right here. Well, they actually re-released
Wow.
it, and it's only the left
That's
part,
pretty cool.
but it's this one right here, which is basically, yeah, the cartoon.
Mhm.
Can I open this up in a new tab, make it bigger? Yeah. So that's stop. I wish it would stop logging me in automatically. But
All good.
so it's more simplistic than the actual what they re-released a couple years ago as the toy,
Mhm.
because the toy has all this other stuff. This is just very simplistic, and I like this. It has the I guess it's a lava mountain or a lava river coming out of it. I never knew it's just red water, but
Mhm.
wrapping the snake around that mountain,
Yeah.
yeah, and all the fog, yeah, that's if somebody
That's
did
pretty
that,
cool.
you know,
I like the build. I like the build and the challenge behind it. This
yeah.
could actually be something for me because this is quite interesting. Maybe I wouldn't build this is a problem. Maybe I wouldn't build it for this theme, but a snake and a mountain and change the theme or so. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I would do this, but yeah, Cool idea. Cool idea, man.
Papa would.
That's
I'm
pretty
sure
good.
Papa would be right on board.
Could be. Ask him next time. Yeah. Just ask him next time about it, and then maybe he's into it.
Yeah, give it ideas.
So now it's my turn again.
Yep.
This toy box. And you also know that. Star Wars The Mandalorian Chapter 4. So guys, obviously for some people who don't know my toy boxes of the past, I created 3 Star Wars The Mandalorian toy box. No, actually more. But 3 that I actually published. Star Wars The Mandalorian Chapter 1, 2, and 3. So obviously, at one point, I thought about, maybe I should just continue and drop 4 to 8. So then I have the whole series, or the whole season, because now we have 3 seasons, of Star Wars The Mandalorian. And this is quite an easy job, I would say, when it comes to the whole setting. That's alright. It's just one place, they get attacked by how do you say that? By not bounty hunters, not pirate. Yeah, maybe pirates, you would say. They attack the village, you are the Mandalorian, and you have to prevent it. And teach the people how to fight. And here is exactly the reason why this toy box isn't out. If you stop here. No. Yeah, if you scroll down. Yeah, scroll down a bit. Yeah, a bit further. Yeah, there it is. No, sorry, up. No, bit more.
I'm going slow because I go too fast. You're like,
yeah.
Stop.
No, one more. And there you see Countdown to the Mandalorian Season 3, it's called.
Right here?
Yeah, this one. Click on it.
Oh, I hate it when a computer does that.
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah.
It used to be click on the picture. Now you have to find the exact spot.
Okay, and here's the reason. Yeah, that's it. That's the picture. So guys, this is the reason why the toy box isn't out. Because a few years ago, I texted Papa, and Papa said to me, hey, ask that brown bat, maybe he knows how to make it possible in the toy box that an AT-AT can move around by itself.
That's an ATST.
And this ATST. Yeah, ATST. Sorry. Yeah, how is that possible? Brown Bat tried it. No, didn't work. I tried it. Didn't work.
You asked me how to make it be like the video game. The Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that it moves around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, that could be.
I can get it to move.
Yeah, that it can actually walk.
So, if you want to
but I meant that it can actually walk. But is it possible to move that thing around?
Yeah.
To actually move it?
You have to, all right, so you have to put it on, you have to build the floor, like, the big floor pieces, and put them on a path, and put that thing on it, and have the blocks move around, but it'll slide. You just don't want to go too fast because the physics will knock it off.
Oh.
Now, getting it to shoot, that's another trick. You're going to have to line up some more paths and have fireballs somehow come out, or have it stop, and then move. But, yeah. But as far as
this was the main reason.
Hit points?
This was the main reason.
We've already figured out how to hit points with a hitbox. We haven't talked about that yet. Yeah. But you have to use the Tron recognizer in order to shoot it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, but this is the reason why I haven't built it, because I was like, it wouldn't look that good. I didn't figure out a good solution back then. Still haven't. So I was like, okay, I won't do this toy box. Maybe someone else can figure this out. How to do it in an actual good way that it doesn't suck. So I just stopped and ended my trilogy of Mandalorian toy boxes.
You have to figure it out and do it. I only knew
And
you did
that's
the
it.
first one, and I still haven't seen it. Do you have a full walkthrough of it on your channel?
Yeah, of all three toy boxes,
Full
yeah.
full walkthrough, or did you just like cut?
Full playthrough, yeah. Full
All
playthrough.
right, I'll have to check those out. Because if you didn't know,
So three toys.
Lion HD doesn't use mods, okay? And he did a marketplace scene from first Mandalorian where he uses pieces of the toy box that you probably wouldn't even think to use for this marketplace. And let me tell you something. That I have to go and do a deep dive into that build in order to see what he did, because you need that stuff. If you don't have marketplaces, how are you going to do Indiana Jones? Which that's not even on my list, but it could be. I could put it in right next, but I'm not going to. But just think of that. I mean, Cairo,
Yeah.
and if you think that maybe, just use the Agrabah stalls. No, he used other things. This thing it's a masterpiece. All right.
Oh wow, thanks. Thanks, yeah. I mean, Star Wars: The Mandalorian, all of these toy boxes, the whole trilogy was like the best of the best for me. I had such a high standard for these toy boxes, and it took me months to build them. So this is the reason why. But for these toy boxes, I went the extra mile because I was like, hey, this is the Mandalorian. I really want to do this in the best possible
Right.
way. And I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you really like it. Even though we haven't seen the whole thing. Yes.
I've
Just
seen that
these
part. I only seen that
small
part.
parts, but that's
When
cool.
it's something like, what is it? Stop. There. What is that?
Mm.
Oh, it's Mandalorian. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I would love to do another The Mandalorian chapter. I mean, I also did chapter 8, a small section back then, also with lots of mountains. But that was just a short part. That was just a flashback scene. So maybe I will do another one. Who knows? The movie will be released this May. So yeah,
wait, what
maybe now
movie?
the Mandalorian toy box.
What movie are you talking about?
The Mandalorian,
Oh, the
Star Wars: The Mandalorian will
Mandalorian
get a
Grogu.
movie. Will actually
Okay.
get a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
after after 3 seasons, they get a movie. Yeah. So, what is your next toy box, Brown Bat?
That is Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates.
Yes. This is gold. This is, depending on my mood, I would have, certain days of the week, I would have taken this over no, I can't say that. Star Wars was divine to us. We couldn't say that. That's like get struck down by the Death Star if you say something like that. But close second place in 1984. Now this is before. No, it's at. Oh my goodness. Times. So this is after Return of the Jedi. It's 84.
Mm-hmm.
I swear I seen this before Return of the Jedi. But anyway, after Return of the Jedi, after a year later, we're not watching Star Wars again because it's out of the theater. Back then, you had to have money to have the laser discs or the VHS player. And we didn't have those, or wait for it to come on HBO. And a lot of times, HBO they would only play one of them, or Cinemax or whatever the big three that we had back then. Only one of them would come on, but it was very rare. But this was on every day. For some reason, we watched it every time it was on. And growing up again, back that same era,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what it was about, except for the fact is they had to go from point A to point B, and they had to get to third Earth or something like. They had to get Earth. They had to find Earth. That's all I remembered or knew at the time. I know more now because I'm older and I can process things in my head better. Plus, I've watched it multiple
Mm-hmm.
times since then. So the synopsis is: these are pirates, and their water supply is in a very low shortage. It's just going to
Mm-hmm.
show that I don't want to get us busted for watching. I don't think we get in trouble for a trailer playing in the background that small. Um, so they board other ships and steal their water supply. At the same time, there's a rumor about planet Earth. So
Mm-hmm.
they find the queen or princess, because there's got to be a princess in a story like this, right? And they find the
Yeah.
princess, and the rumor was that her dad had the map or something to Earth, something like that. And I don't remember if that was their quest or not, but they just happened upon her ship, and and they abducted her, and I don't know. It was a lot of stuff. You watch the movie and you think you watched the entire series. That's what they used to do back then. They
Mm-hmm.
would cram everything, and it's only an hour and 34 minutes. And so much stuff happens in this movie. It's crazy.
Okay.
But anyway, they have. I'm just watching the preview, and they're showing all the funny parts in there. Dude, you have to watch. I don't know. It's 80s humor, but kind of probably edgy for today's culture. You know, today's
Mm-hmm.
society, they might get offended on some of this stuff, but just watching it would let you understand how and why we thought and think the way we do. People that were in the 80s.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a pirate movie in space about getting water and finding a planet that has water, and that planet that has water is Earth. Anyway, and there's robots in it. There's racial stereotypes in it that offends people today, and it's flipping amazing. It's hysterical, and think what you want. I don't know. I think it needs to be a toy box.
Oh man.
And there's time travel in it.
That's cool.
And it's the way they do it. It's funny. It doesn't make any sense, but it it's a comedy. It's an action comedy. I don't know if they make action comedies anymore. It's great. It needs a toy box.
Understandable. Yeah, understandable, man. That sounds like yeah. So, yeah. What should I say? Yeah. Sounds funny, like a funny toy box. Yeah, I guess that's the right wording. Yeah, I'm just looking for another toy box here, but it seems like I actually can't find it in the database. Maybe it's not released. Because I remember that I was in the cinema back then and I watched Buzz Lightyear, the movie. I'm not sure why I was in the cinema. I think there was a special price offer or so. Guess
Okay.
it was the only reason why I went to watch this movie. But somehow I still like this movie. It wasn't the best or so, but it was good enough to say maybe you could build a toy box for this.
This
And I
one.
actually had some ideas in my mind. Yeah, yeah, exactly this one here. Exactly this one. Because it was also about, you're stuck there, you have to go back, figure something out. Then there's this ship with Zerg, and yeah, you basically have to save the day somehow again. And it was the origin story of Lightyear. And as I thought about it, I just realized we don't have a proper Buzz Lightyear toy box. So this might be the perfect opportunity to build one. And then my friend Santacus just sent me over his toy box. And I think there's a problem in it still. Is the reason why it's not released yet. But this toy box is phenomenal. This breaks everything. This is just so good, this toy box. So I guess this is the reason why I haven't built it. But maybe someone else watched this movie and is like, yep, I want to build a toy box for it. That is like the whole movie. But my whole reason was to build it because the how do you call it? Yeah, because I was looking for a good Buzz Lightyear toy box after that. That was my reason. But as I just saw that we have one, I was like, okay, I can stop right here. Yeah,
Okay.
that's I can definitely stop. Now, seriously, this I don't have any screenshots here, but let me tell you, I really have to publish this toy box here and to speak about it. Yeah, but it's called Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, and this toy box is like it has so many missions in there. You have Zurg's ship, you have Buzz Lightyear's ship. It is basically the. Did you ever watch Toy Story 2?
No, I seen one. That's it.
Okay, Toy Story 2. There's this one scene, the beginning scene, where Buzz Lightyear's in the actual Buzz Lightyear game, goes through a whole mission, Zurg's ship, and so on. And this guy recreated the whole mission, but turned it into reality and extended it even further.
Okay.
And this is phenomenal. I have to publish it. I really have to publish it. But if someone actually wants to recreate a toy box for the whole Buzz Lightyear movie, that would also be cool. With the space station and so on that you see in there, with the cat. That might be something.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
the ship.
Yeah, I seen the
Yeah.
cat
So
there. Now,
yeah, so this was my idea that
and
I had back then.
if somebody does this with the brown bat mod, there's a cat that you can use.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
cool.
a cat.
Cool.
There's a cat in the brown bat mod.
That's nice.
I never did a video on it because how many people care, right? But then again, it's funny. Somebody tagged me. I don't know if I should. No, they didn't tag me. I get emails anytime on Discord. Somebody writes my name. They don't even have to spell it out right.
Okay.
And
Really?
yeah, so I got an email
No.
and I click on it and I'm in the conversation, and the name was spelled differently than it is on Discord, but they were referring to me, and so I'm like, okay. But the idea was, since I never made a video on it, I never used this toy. It's like, dude, just because I never made a video on it doesn't mean it was the invulnerability thing. Like, just because I never made a video on it doesn't mean I never use it. Because it plain out says Brown Bat doesn't even use it. I'm like, just because I don't. But same thing with the mod, right? Just I never made a video on the cat, but it's there. There's a lot of other things in the Brown Bat mod that are there.
Cool.
It's one of the animal things, but it's the cat from Inside Out. But anyway, that could be used for that.
That could be used, yeah. No, that could be used for that. I agree. So what is your next toy box, Brown Bat?
Okay. I put in. Now these are in no particular ranking order. It's just in the order that I thought of them. Back to the Future.
Yeah, just scattered around.
Back to the Future.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's a good movie. Now Pringle, 72 Pringle, already he was working on a Hill Valley toy box, which never got finished. Did he ever release it though?
He finished the Halloween one with the letters that were flying around.
Okay,
but it's not released. No.
Okay.
He hasn't sent it over. He hasn't sent it to me. But that was a cool toy box, and I mean, after I watched both movies, yeah, still have to watch the third. I can also say great movies. really good. So, but what specifically would you like to recreate as a toy box?
Going from 1985 to 1955, um, doing. I mean, what really do you have to do? I mean, there's no fighting, but there's Biff,
Mm.
right? So you have Biff's goons, and you could use like Grumgar for Biff or something like that. I'm just throwing out ideas, right? And he's
Yeah.
not Grumgar in Disney Infinity. There's three characters that are the same: Fixer, Rebuker, and Scully or Mulder or something like that. And because they didn't have the Star Wars Episode 7 info when they put the toys in there. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
that could be Biff. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. But
Yeah.
Biff
Or just
has
something for it.
bullies.
Okay.
You could fight the bullies, but there'd have to definitely be quests. How would you recreate the enchantment of Under the Sea dance? Um,
Mm-hmm.
how would you recreate that? How do you do something to make music? Hit the right note. Maybe I don't know if you hit the wrong notes. You start turning invisible, and you have seconds before you turn back solid again. With the effects thing that makes the person turn invisible. You know what I mean? The ghost
Yeah.
type
Yeah. Yeah.
thing.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Different things, elements like that definitely can be worked into it. So
Mm.
I'm not 100% sure it's something that have to sit down and brainstorm. It's nothing that you'd be able to complete in a day, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's a project.
But it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
It is, but I like the idea and the vision behind that. Yeah, maybe Pringle will do it, He loves these movies, so he might be a guy.
Yeah. You already have flying cars.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
All right. I think I can. Yeah, I can continue with that. My next toy box idea or concept was for Spider-Man No Way Home. I remember when I watched this movie, this was such a major hit in the theaters because it's phenomenal. I loved it. And, so much is going on there. You have different, the whole multiverse thing is coming all together. You have all the villains there. I'm not sure if we can play the trailer without getting copyright strike, but hopefully not. And yeah, but basically, it is a really cool movie. You have all of the villains in there, the old Spider-Mans. So kind of like they're all coming together because Spider-Man messed something up. No, Mysterio told everybody that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and he went to Doctor Strange and was like, "Hey, can you make a spell that everybody forgets about that?" And during this, something went wrong, and this brought all of the villains into it. And my idea was to bring all the villains, because we have most of them as small townspeople in the toy box, to bring them and yeah, in the toy box basically, and you have to get all of them, bring them back to Doctor Strange, so you can teleport them to their dimensions. So bring them home and cure them, like in the movie. And also, I wanted to create a scene, the major scenes such as the fight on top of the Statue of Liberty. So things like that popped up in my mind, but somehow I never tried to build this one. But maybe someone else will do that.
Sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun, but I think one of the reasons why I haven't done that is always like, collect or save someone. I was like, yeah, I did this in The Mandalorian. Save the child, rescue the child here, protect the child here. Maybe this was the reason why. Yeah, but it sounds, yeah, now as I hear it again, sounds like a cool idea. So maybe I will do this, or someone else. So Brown Bat, feel free to continue.
The next one on the list is Nightmare on Elm Street. But wait.
That rings a bell.
Not based on the movies. Because
Oh,
why would
okay.
you do that? No, it'd take forever to do the. I mean, you could do, but the gameplay not based on the movies because there's no gameplay. You die. That's it. You don't live in the movie, so you can't do that unless you're playing the villain. I don't want to. No, you're not playing as Freddy. So the concept is based on Nightmare on Elm Street 3, specifically the Dream Warriors. So the NES game, I'd have to watch the playthrough of it again, but the concept is, well, when you fall asleep on Elm Street, and you're a kid, I don't know why I forget why the adults don't get affected by it, but they have nightmares, and Freddy comes, and if you die in your dream, you die in real life. That's basically the concept.
Okay.
So in the game, they had it a day-night cycle, and you're walking through town, and when it turns night, monsters come out, or creatures, whatever, and I think certain places are only accessible when you're sleeping. When I say at night, you fall asleep, you're in the dream world. And in order to wake up, you have to collect the alarm clocks, because the alarm clocks will wake you up. But there's certain things you can only do in the dream world. So you have to do certain things in the dream world and then the awake world in order to get to the boss fight and beat Freddy for real, and then you win. I've never beat the game, but I think this is a cool concept to implement in a Disney Infinity game, even if you don't even call it Nightmare on Elm Street, but why wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe different name.
Why wouldn't you call it that? I mean, most people know what it is.
I mean, yeah, but for Disney Infinity, that's not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Not the right thing for a child's game. Yeah, so,
well, I'm showing you the NES game, which was for kids.
Okay.
But I don't know, kids in the 80s were different than kids in the 2000s, right? Yeah. I don't know what you say. We were more mature when we were younger. I don't know. I'm asking you. You don't know. You weren't born in the 80s.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, man.
We need Papa Age here. I need someone to stick up for me. I don't think it would be. Well, you've seen some of the stuff that I'm working on with the Brown Bat mod.
Yeah.
But you don't implement in the video game. All the stuff, the horrific stuff. It's not in the video game. I mean, the snakehead Freddy, I think, is in the video game, but it's a video game. It doesn't look like that. Or the hand that, you have to fight the hand, in one of the levels. It's just this giant claw you have to fight. Now, how do you do that? I have no idea. I have no idea how you would, without targets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the Tron recognizer,
Yeah.
and
But people would get sick of
area, and that's it.
Yeah, after a while, push this button when he lines up, and then you drop a dynamite block on him.
Yeah.
And you have to keep doing the security, but that wouldn't match this. But that would match that, using the security console to hack the device in order to open up a hatch in the ceiling in order to drop it. That wouldn't work that wouldn't fit for this. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, maybe someone will do something like that. Yeah.
Or maybe don't even use Freddy. Just use Venom and the symbiotes.
Yeah, that's it.
As you do.
That's more like it.
Over and over again. Over and over.
Yeah.
And over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That sounds good. Oh man. But I also have an idea for a toy box. Marvel Daredevil.
The show
Yeah, just the normal one, not Born Again, just a normal show.
or the comic or
The older one. No, 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 the original show.
oh,
Not 80s. No, it's
you
not
said
80s.
original.
Yeah,
Did you know that that was the
yeah, I'm
original
not
one?
talking about that. Okay, that's no, 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 no. Okay, no, 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 no. That's not the one that I meant. I meant the Netflix one. I
Okay.
meant the Netflix one. This was one of the best Marvel series out there. This is so good. This is pure peak.
Oh, you see this? This one right here? Is this
Every
from
episode is a banger.
was this from the show? Or is this from a different show? This one right here.
I think that's a composition
A composition.
because I think the black guy is Luke Cage.
Yeah, it's Luke Cage, and that's his wife.
Yeah, and he wasn't there. Yeah, but they weren't there, But I know that they had the rights of Daredevil and Luke Cage back then. But no, it's basically, So Daredevil, do you know who that is?
I know who Daredevil is, of course.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure, because I had no clue about him.
Yeah, it's
So the blind, yeah,
yeah.
the blind guy who basically learned how to see with his other senses, and he's there for justice, and somehow has fighting skills. And it is just such an incredible show. And I was like, you know what? I think Iron Fist could be a suitable character for him. And then I wanted to create a city like you see in Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. And yeah, then you get some alarms that you have to interfere there, help out there to fight against the gangs, stop drug deals, and so on. Yeah, all kinds of things that Daredevil actually did in the show. Stop the Kingpin, maybe things like that. I tried to think about other missions, but then I was like, okay, but how should I implement Kingpin, for example? How should I do it? This back then, I had no clue about the text creator. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I think I can make this. But nowadays, with the text creator available, I think this could be possible. Yeah, so this is my idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you can continue with your next one if you want.
Somebody could remake Pirates of the Caribbean based on Disney
Mm-hmm.
Infinity 1.0.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. That would be a surprise, but a welcome one.
Yeah, because if you have 1.0 on PC, good luck. Unless you're a keyboard player. I know you can map it to the controller, but natively it does not have controller support on the PC version
Mm-hmm.
at all. I don't think it does at all. But anyway, if you want to build something, that's what it was. If you want to build something, there's no controller support. That's what it was. You can play the toy boxes without control. That's what it was. You can play it with a controller, but you can't build. I think that's what. Anyway, but if somebody made it, then I could play it. That's the only reason I've
Yeah,
never.
but I think I think that's a wish that many people have in our community because some of them consider this as the best playset
Yeah,
of the whole
it
game
looks like
series.
it. Just
And I
looking at
agree
what I
it is
seen.
one of the best, yeah. It is one of the best. I mean, I played it back then. It's also years ago, but it was phenomenal. just, I don't know, it's so unique, all of the elements in there that you can actually control the ships. You have to fight the Kraken, Davy Jones. You have all of these cities where you can walk around as the captain. So, and meet all the familiar characters in there. So I get why it was so popular.
Oh,
Totally get
I'm
that.
not even showing
And
the
I know that
image.
some people and I know that some people back then even compared it to Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah, here's one of the
Oh, this was a
popular.
beautiful scene. This is how it started. You're in a ship, you go around, and then you see that the
Oh, it's
clock
not a big
tower
image.
falls. Falls, yeah.
Yeah, and the ships in 1.0 are more detailed than anything that you have in the toy box in 3.0. And
Yeah.
I found there's a video somewhere on my site on my YouTube channel somewhere where I was playing with the assets from 1.0 in 3.0, but they have no collision. There's like
Mm-hmm.
seven every ship is available, but there's no collision. And so you can't do anything. You can't put them on a path creator. They're just background pieces. They look nice, and I couldn't do anything with them. Yeah, there's the
I see.
I forget the names, but you had Jack's ship, you had Davy Jones' ship,
The
and
Black Pearl.
the Black Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all these other ones.
The Flying Dutchman.
Yep,
Yeah, okay.
but there's more. So I'm
That's
wondering if they're in
cool.
the
Yeah,
game.
that would have been cool in 3.0.
But like I said, I've never played the game because it's not full controller support, and it was very, very, very frustrating. And I started out with Incredibles, and that I don't know if I
I see.
was too tired, but I just couldn't do it because the controls and everything.
That's too bad. Yeah, maybe someone
So
will
somebody
create
make
a
it.
Toybox for you.
Make it. Make
Yeah.
it. Make it.
The whole playset, please. Yeah. The whole playset, guys. Come on,
You
do
know,
it.
I
I
get
know you can.
bombarded with requests, so I'm going to start bombarding everybody
Yeah.
else with requests. Make it.
Yeah, this
Make
is
it.
the perfect opportunity tonight. This is the perfect opportunity tonight, yeah. To sit here, talk around about it, and I also got this wild idea, which brings me to my next toy box on my list. Doctor Strange. Seriously, we all know that he is in a game, he was meant to be a figure.
Yeah.
You can actually play him in maybe your mod. Is that possible?
No, I did not make them playable
Uh okay. Okay, that's sad.
because you have to replace him with somebody else. So if I ever do a Marvel based game, then yeah, he would be playable, but he's not playable because I'd have to get rid of somebody else that every time I replace something, I get a nasty comment or
I
a
see.
very,
Yeah, yeah, I see.
and so you're not hurting my
Yeah, I
feelings,
see.
but it makes me angry and I want to lash out and be, I'm trying not to be a mean bat. I'm trying to be a nice bat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm avoiding these things from, those things. But are you talking about Multiverse
Yeah.
of Madness or just Doctor
No,
Strange
no, the
theme?
first one. The first one.
Oh, there was
The
two?
first one. Yeah. Multiverse of Madness is the second one. The first one is just called Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
on the left. Yeah, that's the first one. And yeah, this is basically where you go to the Sanctum Sanctorum and no, where you go to Kamahash or so it's called. Yeah,
It's too small.
the whole yeah, it's all right, it's all right. But it's the place where Doctor Strange goes after he lost his hands.
Yeah. Oh, that's where he met the
And
Ancient One?
yeah, where he learns correct and where he learned the magic stuff. And I think this would be a cool toy box to recreate Kamahash, I think it is pronounced. And that you go there, you learn the magic and so on. This would be cool because I know that Popper already created the Sanctum Sanctorum in 2.0 a bit, from the outside, not inside, unfortunately.
Right.
And there's also Doctor Strange Toybox available, which you can play now. That was created by All Night Gaming, and this is inside of the Sanctum Sanctorum, and they have some missions to finish, and also
Okay.
some abilities to fly around, collect some rings. That's alright. The Toybox is alright. And might be cool and fun because we have escape in the game with a power disc.
Yeah.
And you could, I don't know, use Kane and Jarrus or so, and then this would work. Yeah, so this was my idea that someone creates another Doctor Strange Toybox.
I was just wondering if I
Because
could find
Sanctum
the image.
Sanctorum is the whole.
So there's a. I'll just pull up. See if I can just pull up the. I don't want to play the dude's video, but
Yeah,
this is the
yeah, I see
main.
that. Yeah.
That's the main entrance
Mm-hmm.
walkway and Ultimate Alliance. So there's different. You can't explore the whole thing, but you see that, and then there's two different rooms you can explore in the game. So it's pretty neat, and I'm sure online you could find more source material for what's actually in there
Mm-hmm.
if somebody didn't build it already.
I'm not sure if All Night Gaming, because he created on Interior and it looks
Oh,
like
all right.
this.
So if he already did
Looks
it,
quite familiar. Uh, and shared it, yeah, so you can actually play it right now. But yeah, I would just love to see maybe how do they call, what do you say? Yeah, the Tamahash, the training thing.
okay.
Or Kamahash, I can't pronounce it,
I
but
don't know. If you're
yeah,
asking
the
me,
whole
I
thing.
don't know.
Yeah, but things like that, you watch the movie and then you'd be like, yeah, that would be a cool idea. So that was my idea. So Ron Brad, what is your next one?
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow. Hey, you crossed off Friday the 13th. I didn't go over that, but don't worry about it. There's nothing.
No.
I'm not,
Okay.
after you said, based on what you said about Nightmare on Elm Street, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna mention.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah,
Wizard
that's
of
alright. Yeah.
Wizard of Oz. I have different mod pieces, and I didn't go over it in full detail in the Brown Bat mod videos, but I was putting mods in place to create certain elements from the Wizard of Oz, and I think
Such as a castle.
yeah, the castle, the green version of Elsa's castle, and the yellow brick road itself, and the red brick road. If you didn't know, I don't know if I can pull this up, if this will be a big picture, but if you look in the images, nope, that's the flower. This is the poppies, I think. But there actually is on the outskirts in the movie, the outskirts of the yellow brick road in Munchkinland, there's a red brick road. And you can see it if you are one of the fortunate ones to still have access to Lego. What was that Lego one? The Toys to Life Lego game?
Lego Dimensions.
If you still have access to Lego Dimensions and you didn't sell off all your stuff or get rid of all your stuff, you'll see it in there. And they actually have something at the end of the red brick road. I think you go back to Kansas if you keep following it. I can't remember, but they actually had something. They did implement it, but you can see in this image right here, the red brick road does exist. And somebody actually had 13 years ago, somebody had a post, where does the red brick road lead to? Just for fun, right? People speculate. But yeah. So that's the yellow brick road and the red brick road are both in the Brown Bat mod. But yeah, it's something I was thinking about doing. But time time is a precious commodity. So if somebody that downloads the Brown Bet mod would like to do it, we would like to play it. You know, Maleficent is a really good shoe-in for the Wicked Witch.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Actually, you could recreate it with your mod.
Yeah. And I don't have Alice modded in yet. But if and when I ever get her to work, she could be Dorothy.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds really good.
All right, Leon, what do you
So,
have?
should I continue?
Yeah.
Yep. So, okay. There was once a toy box, and there's no picture. I thought about, which is about selling items, selling toys in the toy box.
Okay.
It sounds weird, but maybe it's such as, to run a business like Nick Wilde in Zootopia. He sold ice cream to other animals, and I was like, maybe you could build a toy box around that. That you have to sell specific toys to make a living.
Oh, like
I'm not
like
sure
shopkeeper.
how. Yeah, but you have stuff to sell. Maybe like that. I don't know. Maybe like that. But you just sell stuff. I just got the idea, yeah, that's basically it. Just the idea, to sell stuff in Disney Infinity somehow.
Cozy Market Simulator.
I'm still not sure. I just got this idea the other day. Was like, yeah, why not?
I'm sure people would like it.
Maybe. Yeah, just you have a role. You can also pick what you would like to sell, and then your job is basically to just sell, or maybe door to door. Go there, have a whole discussion, and then like sales scripts you could implement in there. Handle objections,
Or you could do
whatever. I don't know.
car salesman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh my
just
goodness, yeah.
selling junk car or used cars, not necessarily junk. I don't know how you would do it. It
Oh
would
my goodness.
using the logic
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
if this happens, then this, if and then, if you say this to the customer, then this happens, and then you trigger this response from this
Yeah, yeah,
customer.
yeah, yeah.
That'd be a lot of logic.
Yeah, I thought about that. I guess so, but it would be worth it.
I'd say
obviously,
limit yourself before you do it. Say maybe 20 different conversations, so you're not going out and doing
yeah.
so many. Because the game, if I'm not mistaken, the game can only handle so much. I don't know what the limit is, but you can put in so much in, and it will still show that you have lots of space. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
and the logic will be like, I don't think so. I don't think so. And crash like your Inside Out logic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Limit.
No, but I just got this idea to sell something. But I agree, you have to limit yourself. But maybe someone else knows how to do this and can build it. So, Brombat, I would say I have 2 left on my list.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I'm not gonna go through the whole thing on everything if you only have 2.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
Plus, it's getting late.
Just asking.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through. Here's one that I'm sure if somebody built, people would like it. But I don't know how many color changing.
I think I know who you mean by
I
that.
know.
I think you know.
This would be easy. It'd be easy in the first few stages. So if you ever played Cubert, as you progress in it,
I know him. Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the color changing plates. You have the kiln
Mm-hmm.
ones and you have the brave ones. And that would be so easy to set those up on a pyramid like this, right? And the
Hmm.
goal is
Mm-hmm.
you have to change every single one of the same color.
Hmm.
And spawning in enemies to jump on the blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd of course they're stupid. They would fall off. So when they die, they just
Yeah.
respawn,
Yeah.
right? So it wouldn't be identical. Of
Yeah.
course, you can't do it, first
Or,
by first,
or
but
maybe instead of bosses, you could drop like this electric ball.
anything, anything just
Yeah.
random, right? Each level has its own different weird
Yeah.
things that happen, but every time an enemy steps on it, it's going to change the color definitely. But your goal is everything at the same time, so you have to use that logic and. That would be the
Yeah.
easiest thing. Logic and everything's turned yellow or something like that, then you win. It'd take a
Yeah.
while. It'd take a while to program all that in. But what are you looking at? How many
Yeah.
different? One, two,
I mean,
three,
I
four,
did
five.
something. I mean, I did something like that with colors the other day
Yeah.
in my Ant-Man toy box, and that took long enough. That was terrible. There's so many connections for every color. Yeah. So feel free to do this. Yeah, it's out. It's out there for the people now.
So let me tell you this story. When
But
I
the idea is cool.
was a kid, of course we had color TVs, but my dad didn't give us the color TV, a color TV at the time. He gave us a little black and white TV. I played Cubert on a black and white TV.
Oh wow.
Now, the different shades of gray, it's fine if you only have to change
Yeah.
it one color. When it gets to multiple colors, it's difficult. I beat Cubert
Hmm.
on a black and white TV
Oh
when I was
wow.
young.
Is that in your CV?
I have no
Is that in
proof.
your CV? Yes.
What's that? So,
Is that in your CV?
in my CV. What's that? What do you mean? What?
No, my. No, isn't that? Wait. Yeah, CV.
What? What do you mean? What do you say? What are you
Oh,
trying
your
to?
resume. Oh my goodness, you're not in Britain.
Oh,
Your resume. Your resume.
oh. Is it on my resume?
Yeah, in America. This is Great Britain. Sorry. In Great Britain, you use CV. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Sorry for that. In your resume. Yep. Sorry for that. Yeah. In the UK, you say CV. My goodness. But America is resume. Yeah.
wait a
Yeah,
minute.
because this is worth it, to put it in your resume. I bet Qbert on a black and white TV. Just imagine this. Someone reads that, your employee, and he's like, wow, I have to hire him. Yeah.
The
That's
problem is,
ridiculous. That's insane.
all right, so like my boss right now, he's older than me. Should he know what Qbert is? Yes. Does he?
Mhm.
No, because my boss is a sports guy. Sports guys and video game guys, at least from our generation, right? The older generations, if you want to call it, right? Post boomers. No, we're not boomers. But anyway, um, we had a division between the generation. You either played video games or you played sports,
Mm-hmm.
or you were in some kind of illegal activity. So there's the third division, but that's how it used to be. It's different for young.
Yeah, okay.
It's different for the younger generations. But so if I went to apply for a job, they'd be like, "What's that?" Because most of the people that are running companies now are younger than me.
I mean, it was meant to be a joke. Yeah. It was meant to
I
be a
know,
joke.
but
Yeah.
I
Not
would
to
like.
actually put it in there. But
I,
yeah, thanks for
I
destroying it. Yeah. I will never say that. Yeah.
sorry. The bat is a
Resume.
serious
Not
bat.
CV. Not CV. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's stupid
Okay, yeah,
American.
okay,
You
you know what?
stupid American.
I
You know nothing.
That's insane. A different word for everything, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's the elevator? Sorry? Oh, the lift. Ah, so, my
Well, that
goodness.
I know that. See, back in the day, there was a video called English to American, and resume was not on it.
Oh, man. No, okay. You know what? I will give you my last two toy boxes.
Oh, and you're not ping
The
ponging
other
anymore?
one, no. I will give you one.
Okay.
Then you will
Okay.
answer. We will still do ping pong, but I just wanted to announce it. Yeah. So the next one is The Office from the series The Office.
You know, you mentioned that
As
to
I'm
me.
watching this.
You mentioned that to me.
Yeah. As I'm watching the series right now,
And you know what's funny?
and I really like it.
Something just popped up
What?
in my video recommendations for Fortnite. The Office is now in
No way.
Fortnite.
Really?
Look
I
at
didn't
this.
know
It's
that.
right in the it's even in the
Yeah.
yeah, Blitzwinger his video popped up.
No
I'm like,
way.
"What?"
No way. No way. Oh my god, oh my goodness, no way.
So it's just the outfits. Okay, there's no quests, but
Oh, okay. But still cool. Still cool that they are at least in Fortnite. But yeah, no quests. I thought about it, to actually recreate the office. You have different people around there, obviously, and you also have to sell, but also solve conflicts with other members in there. It's a different like business context. Business missions would be the goal. So I thought
the
about that.
office.
Are you swallowing them whole?
Because
You're eating them so fast without even
I
touching your
actually
tongue.
So you gotta
I'm
put
watching
so you
the series.
you gotta make comedy like that in there.
Could be, it could be possible. I mean, no, I'm just presenting an idea or concept that someone else maybe creates this.
So I wasn't even thinking about this when I did that one video, but this this is the originator of the
He's
note.
you. Yeah.
I never
He's
even
you.
thought of this.
Yeah. But I see potential in a toy box like that, and especially, oh my goodness, you have to build it, right? Just for this one scene where Toby comes back from HR and Michael flips out. Yeah, so. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my toy box. So
I'm sure people would really like that. All right, I gotta pick.
yeah,
I gotta pick which one
maybe
out of all of
will...
these. All right, so I'm not gonna pick something that I know I'm going to make. I shouldn't have been doing that.
Obviously.
But I was doing that for a couple of them. But if somebody else built it, then I wouldn't have to. That's the thing. But I'm looking. So there's so
this
many.
is why I'm presenting it.
There's so many great classic Disney movies that never got toy box. Never had any toy box creation. So
okay, which one?
I am going
because
to
all of
pick,
them that you just listed
have
toy boxes. Just want to say that.
What's that?
Because all of the toy boxes that I see on your list, they're actually in the database.
Cubert?
No. There we go. There we go. No, I meant the original Disney movies.
Okay, so they do have Alice in Wonderland is in the database.
Yeah, many Alice Toybox and many Alice Toyboxes. Many Alice Toyboxes. And there's even one guy who recreated the original movie, but unfortunately we don't have that. But Mighty did that. Mighty 287,
He,
I think it's called.
we don't have it. Well, we can hit him up for it.
He did one for Halloween.
He's, we
I
still hear
did.
from him.
I did multiple times. I did. Yeah. I have to remind him again, but he recreated one for Alice for the last Halloween event, and this is phenomenal. Seriously, this is phenomenal. This is exactly the movie.
All right. Well,
This
then
is really good.
I am going
You're
to
really
say,
gonna like this.
all right, this is an impossible one. I don't know if I should list the impossible,
Okay.
and I don't want to waste my last submission. So I am going to reroute it and say Gremlins.
No. There's still one left. There's still one left on my side.
I know,
So
but
you can also make
so I
another
go.
one now.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Gremlins.
We have two. We have two here.
All right.
Okay, Gremlins.
Yes.
Is it really what I expect? Really,
You
Gremlins?
never seen it?
Or am I wrong? No, wait a second. Okay, we're thinking about a different movie. Yeah, okay.
All right. So
What? Okay.
have you've played Lego the not multiverses. We already talked about it. Lego Dimensions. Oh my goodness. Like you played Lego Dimensions, right?
Yes, I played it. Yeah.
So they had
Good game.
they had Gremlins in there. Or you didn't get that part?
Really?
Yeah, you had to, that's
Maybe not. Maybe not.
unfortunately you had to buy the pack in order to play the game. So yeah, Gremlins, you get a guy buys a Mogwai as a gift for his son Billy, and the shopkeeper gives a whole list of what you can't do. And he says, don't get them wet. Doesn't tell him why. And he gets to the last don't, and he said, don't shine light on them. And what you ever do, by any means, never, ever feed them after midnight. So they get him and Billy has this friend over, and one of his friends spills water on Gizmo's the Mogwai's name, right? Spills water on accident on him, and then all of a sudden he spawns other Mogwai. So they reproduce when they get wet. Now everyone except Gizmo, everyone that spawns after him is evil. So they're constantly trying to eat something. And then finally, one of them, I think it's Stripe, the one with the mohawk, I think he does it. I forget. But when they finally get food after midnight, you see what happens. And they turn into the nasty looking gremlins that you see in all the depictions. And it was a horror film. And it was PG-13. If it was released today, it'd probably be R. My dad took us to the theater to watch it. It was hilarious. We laughed. But that's what they turn into when you feed them after midnight. And they were all over the town. So, of course, being evil, what did they do to themselves? They multiplied themselves, and, they just kept, and yeah, people died in that movie. But I don't know how you would implement it. I'm thinking maybe Stitch, townsperson, and something else maybe. And you have to get rid of them. They hate bright light. I don't know.
Maybe symbiotes, maybe symbiotes.
Yeah, they're too big.
They turn into symbiotes. No, the small ones.
Well,
The
no,
very small ones.
they're all small. So I'm thinking using townspeople, the little ones, and turn them a different team, right?
Oh, broccoli. Broccoli. Oh, we also have these small enemies
Yes.
from Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe they could work out.
Well, yeah, but just you gotta eliminate them. That's the whole thing. And it's the
Yeah.
different scenarios that they're in. They're in the movie theater. They're in here. They're there. And you just have to get rid of all of
Okay.
them. It's
Yeah,
it's
maybe someone can do that.
it's
Maybe
not
someone knows.
it's not
how.
hard. I mean, you know what I mean. I say it's not hard. That this is something it's the same synopsis over and over again. It's just putting them in a different scenario. Get rid of them. You pick them up.
Yeah.
You throw them in the bin. I don't know, but yeah, you just have to clean the town of all the gremlins, and then put some story elements, there, and this happens, and then this happens, and it's a Christmas story, by the way.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Okay, that's insane.
The first one. The second one was weird. The second one poked fun at itself. But yeah.
All right. So I will go with my last one. Marvel Moon Knight.
Did they do a season 2?
No, just season 1.
Oh, with
This
Poe Dameron.
Oscar Isaac, yeah. Phenomenal series. Phenomenal show. Really enjoyed it. Every episode of it. Watched it twice. And I think it would be cool to see the pyramids in Disney Infinity and actually be able to somehow fight against gods in there.
This one's for you, Khonshu.
I could, yeah, something like that. And I can imagine that Poe Dameron would be a good a suitable player for him with his power disc, as well as Iron Fist with his power disc, because then he's the white Iron Fist. Comes close to him. Maybe the Tron disc also for Moon Knight's other thing there that he throws.
Wait a minute.
This would be cool. I think that would work.
You don't need a power disc for that. That's in the tools.
Right. That's in the game. Yeah, that's in the game. So yeah, that would work. And yeah, then you have Moon Knight. You have the pyramids, you fight against gods, and so on. I just would love to see something for Moon Knight. That's basically it. I don't have real missions in my mind, but just something for Moon Knight.
Yeah, you can do the origins. The origin story. Would that be boring? I don't know.
It wasn't that special. It wasn't that special
I
in
just
the
asked
show.
if it would be
It was
boring.
cool to hear that, but it would
Or you could do the
would be cool to hear it.
You could do
from. I mean, it's cool. It's good to hear that, but
oops.
Yeah.
You can do the backstories of Khonshu. Oh, wait a minute. Khonshu's a Birdman. That's not who is the all right. I thought the original Moon Knight, maybe it was. Maybe they changed it. I don't know. My lore on Moon Knight is slim to none. I just know he was in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. He had the staff and he had nunchucks.
Oh, okay.
And he had the
that's a different kind of Moon Knight.
He had the disc. He had the
the disc. Yeah.
He had the
the thing.
I forget what it was called.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, because they had a special move.
I have no clue.
But it was called Crescent Moon in the game. But when you activated their super, they would say something, and I don't remember what he said. But anyway.
Yeah. So that's my last toy box. What is your last toy box?
Let's see. I already said that one. I am going to. You said they already have those, so it's a toss between two. And I'm gonna. Oh my goodness! All right, I'm gonna go with Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. And I can tell you the chances that someone will build this are very high.
Oh really?
Because someone actually tried to build it. Yep, someone actually tried to build it. Exactly this level there. Did you see? Yeah.
That's all the levels. Every single level is pretty much the same. Well, you know why I say that? Because I was never able to get past the first level. I'm looking at the other pictures, and yeah, there's different formats. Yeah, I never was able to get past this. Oops. I was never ever able to get past this as a kid. I know I could beat Cubert on a black and white TV, but I could never get past these stupid barrels. But because it was part of 80s, my childhood, it's a definite if somebody could do it. And you don't even have to fight, but how would you do it? I don't know. You'd have to. Oh, yeah, I do, because you can put them on the same team. But put one of those big guys from Force Awakens up there. He's just standing there, because he's not going to throw anything at you, but just to keep him, maybe put him in a box so he doesn't move. Maybe. I'm just throwing out ideas, but that's the easy part. The hard part is getting those barrels to roll and then having kill switch attached to the what do you call the locators moving. So if you touch the locator, you die. So you have to jump over it. As far as the hammer, you're going to have to, I don't think you can actually implement the hammer. You just have to jump over those barrels. I don't know. I'm just wondering. Even if it'd be hard enough just making one level. So even if it's the first level, I think that'd be amazing.
I know that someone tried to build this, but then stopped because of the complexity of the mechanic. But maybe he will finish it after he sees that. I'm talking to you, the bow tie guy. Yeah, I can say that. I can say that.
Bowtie was working on Mario a long time ago. Did he ever finish it?
Yeah, that's finished.
Because I tried it. I wanted to get Bowser in there, and I'm like, all right, let's use the dinosaur, and I can't get the dinosaur to do anything. Actually, the dinosaur wouldn't even fit in the toy box I did because it was 2D, and he kept falling off the ledge. I'm like, I can't do this. I just wanted him to stand there and maybe jump because you have to get under him. Like, I don't know how to get past, how to make it a challenge, but I never seen Bowtie's completed Mario game with a challenge.
You can download it.
Okay.
You can download it. Yep. Yeah. It is out there.
Hopefully it'll work on PC, as we found it. A lot of them
should. Yeah, but this one should. So these are all of our concepts, not all, but most of them. And maybe we will see soon some toy boxes that once were ideas of these ideas,
Right.
Maybe someone listens to it or listened to it right now and now has a good idea. Maybe even a different idea, Maybe we just inspire them, or they will go into the toy box and build all of them. So how much is the bounty for each toy box, Brown Bat, in money?
And money?
How much is the bounty?
How much are we paying them? Is that what you're getting at?
Absolutely, absolutely. How much from our sponsors? How much did we get from all of them
Oh,
that we can offer right now?
you're gonna have to. Yeah, and not until the in-crowd subscriptions go live.
What is it? What is that? What is that from? Tell us.
The in-crowd subscription. It's all right. It's a joke, so I don't want anybody to take me serious, but it's a joke for the monthly subscription to join the in-crowd. You get absolutely nothing, but you're going to pay us $1,000 a month, no, a year. Annual fee, $1,000 a year, and you get absolutely nothing except a shout out. I'm just joking. I'm not serious. But if somebody did want to give us $1,000 just out of the blue, hey, we'll take it. But I'm not expecting that. It's pie in the sky, but it was a joke. It was a joke based on things that people do on YouTube. So not serious. So when you hear me say it again,
but
not serious.
But would you say that, let's say someone builds Qbert, if someone can do this, would you make them a sandwich?
Oh, that was all right. So the sandwich joke was linked to a different game that I didn't mention.
Yeah.
So not Qbert. Besides, I already told him. I already said this is how you make Qbert. So I already gave all the layout. This is how you make Qbert. I could make it in a day, right?
Wow, that's a story. I want to see it for the next podcast episode. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool.
If I didn't have to work, I would get it to you.
All right.
But I have to work, unfortunately.
How about for Halloween?
How's that Halloween themed?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I would like to see it. Yeah. In a day, you said, so it should be doable.
Yeah, a day or two, but a full day of 24 hours, yes. Definitely
Cool.
Could do it in 24 hours. I know I can.
That would be cool. So, and how much would our sponsors pay for this?
$0.
Wait a second, I have the number here. $0. Oh man. Nah, it would be cool to see some of these toy boxes actually, instead of just the ideas here. So maybe, guys, that was your next idea for your next toy box. Hopefully. The lion is tired, so I would say, Brombet, would you like to do the moderation now? To say goodnight, everybody.
Yes.
Keep on modding, keep on whatever.
Good. Well, we've reached that time, everyone. I know you've enjoyed us not ranting, but talking about things that we would like to see. And hopefully, like Leon said, hopefully we will get to see some of these, whether we make them or you make them. We'll definitely check them out live stream. And if I have to, Leon will send me a PlayStation. If I have to, he will.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, but it's getting late.
Yeah.
It's late. It's late for them. It's only 5:30 p.m. here, but anyway. Wow. But I hope you enjoyed us, listening to us talk about pie in the sky. Hopefully it's pumpkin, but maybe you like apple or blueberry. But we'll leave you on that. And so until next time, if you're on the East Coast or if you're in Texas, stay warm and be careful out there because it's a nasty ice storm in some of those locations. But with that
be
being
safe, guys. Stay in the toy box. Stay in the toy box.
Stay in the toy box where you don't slip and slide on ice. Yeah. But until then, till next time, remember to keep on modding, keep on messing, keep on building, but for this time, remember to keep it real. and we'll see y'all in the next podcast.
Keep it real, guys.